Just made a super smart choice. All right, you're gonna be sometime in your life and you're just gonna have this moment where you just need one of these tips that I'm gonna be showing you here today. It's gonna save your life. Thank God you watched it. It's gonna be your best video you've watched on YouTube for the past month. You know, the most informational that's actually gonna help you. So hopefully you guys do appreciate this video. Make sure to go ahead and slap a like on it if you learned something. Let's go ahead and look at these tips. Hopefully they're pretty useful and will save our lives. Okay, starting us off here, we're first gonna look at some, quick facts that are gonna help you, and then we're gonna watch a video that's a genius video. All right, you want to go ahead and watch it because the longer you watch, the way smarter you're gonna be, the longer you're gonna live. So first off, aspirin, they're good for heart attacks. Okay, I didn't even know this. Getting out of a sinking car, this could actually be super useful. So it's critical that you open a door soon as or before the water pressure makes it impossible. So that means pretty much when you go underwater with a car and all the doors are shut, all the windows are shut, the water pressure builds up as you go down because there's so much water being pushed onto it that when you try to open the door, it just will be impossible. That there's just too much mass that will not allow you to do it. So you want to go ahead and break the back window, I believe, and stay calm. Make sure you just hold your breath as much as possible. I mean, when you're in the car, you will have air, but you just stay calm and make your heart rate slower. You want to break a window, like I said, and then once some water comes in, the pressure will, equalize, and then you can open the door and hopefully make it to the top. Just make sure you don't wait too long because that could be bad if you're way at the bottom. So beware of smoke. I mean, that's pretty much a given as well. You want to run away, or you want to prevent the fire that's about to happen and survive that snake bite. Okay, if you're bitten by a snake, get away from it immediately, then limit your movement as it prevents the spread of venom. Okay, that is genius. So let's just say you get bit by a snake, right? You're in the middle of a field and you freak out. You're like, I'm gonna die, and you start running, just flailing your arms. All right, the venom's just gonna go all through your veins, and it's just gonna instantly kill you, right? If you limit your movement a little bit, just go slower, still keep a quicker pace, the venom will take longer to spread around your veins. So that will actually help you a lot. And remember as much about about the snake as you can, because if you know what snake it is, the doctors are going to help you more. So leave the object in the wound. So that's actually really informational. Okay, if I got shot by a crossbow, right, or it was just a stick that impaled me, I would want to take it out, just not leave it. It would be my first reaction. But after this, never remove an object that has penetrated the body. It may be stopping huge amount of blood from seeping out. That is genius. So yes, it will hurt if you try to take it out, and that's obviously a sign you don't want to, because all your blood will rush out. So just wait for it. Consult your doctor. Crayons make great candles. Okay, if you need a candle, I guess you can do it with a pack of crayons. I don't know who carries crayons besides for a first grader going to school, but if you're in an emergency situation with a pack of crayons but no candles, I see because they're wax and you can just light them. So you have to have a lighter, all that. But I mean, if you don't have matches or something like that, or a candle, that could be good. So no pet signs. If you ever see your pet doing this, take them to the vet immediately. Yeah, this is gonna save your pet's life. You want to do that, okay? So this behavior can indication that the pet has neurological problems, and get them to the doctor quick. Just know your pet signs. So I mean, if your dog's avoiding you, just in corners, being really quiet, just laying down, that could be a sign. And just just stuff like that, you can look it up further if you want to know more, but it's pretty obvious. So
Number 10.
Right, let's look at this,
snake
guys.
Bite.
Okay,
The good news? Out of the world's nearly 2,800 snake species, only 600 are venomous. Being bitten by one of these snakes certainly doesn't mean the kiss of death.
True.
But acting quickly and promptly will result in a better medical outcome.
Yeah.
After a bite, remove jewelry, any tight clothing.
Really?
Elevate the bitten area to the proximity of the heart and keep it there, and clean out the bite. Transport to medical care as soon as possible. Despite what you've seen in the movies, do not cut into the wound, suck poison from it, or apply ice or a tourniquet.
The poison.
Number 9. Burning building.
Oh, this could be useful.
Fire! As frightening as this is, the very worst thing you can do is run around frantically or attempt to hide. Instead, crawl on all fours from room to room as the toxic air rises and the fresh air remains near the ground. Checking closed doors with the back of your hand for heat before opening them.
That's smart.
If possible,
just put your hand
wrap
on it
a
and
wet
feel it.
cloth around your face and
That's
nose
smart.
to avoid breathing in fumes and
If that's
becoming
possible.
overcome by heat. If you have access to a phone, call 911,
Yeah.
still staying low, to alert rescuers to your position in the building. Use the stairs
Smart.
and stay away from elevators at all costs. Number 8. Lost in the forest. Follow running water? Look for moss on the north side of trees? If you actually want to be found, stay put and let searchers come to you.
Stay put.
If you have bright extra clothing, hang it where it can be seen. Yell or blow a whistle when you hear people calling for you. And be careful with what you eat, the water that you drink, and avoid sleeping on the bare ground.
Yeah.
Make a mattress from
Bigfoot.
leaves and tree branches to keep yourself healthy as you wait for rescue. Avoid setting signal fires. Number 7. Car brake failure.
Oh,
The very
those are
first
scary.
cars didn't have brakes, but boy,
Really?
you'd sure miss them today if the ones on your jalopy suddenly weren't there.
Oh yeah.
What
That
should
could
you
be
do
really
in the
bad.
event of a sudden brake failure to avoid an accident? Take your foot off of the gas pedal and
Yeah.
shift to a lower gear.
Oh,
Look for a
shift
place
to
where you
lower
can
gear.
safely pull off the road. If your vehicle has anti-lock brakes, continue pushing firmly down on them. Otherwise, apply short, heavy jabs to them. When off the road, place the car in neutral and turn off the ignition to bring the car to a stop. And alert other motorists with your horn and four-way flashers. Number 6.
Smart.
Calling 911.
What's that?
How can dialing 3 numbers be difficult? The problem begins when a dispatcher is reached at the other end. Frightened, nervous, perhaps even in pain or about to lose consciousness
Yeah, you
as the
gotta
victim being
be
called
very
about.
specific.
911 callers often provide would-be helpers with misinformation that can delay the arrival of assistance.
Yeah.
New call tracking technologies help somewhat, but those summoning advanced help should always speak slowly and clearly. Give as much location identifying information as possible. And most importantly, follow instructions and do not hang up until instructed to do so by the dispatcher. Number 5. White eye.
What?
You know how when a flash photograph is
White
taken,
eye?
people's eyes appear red? If a subject's eye pupils under these circumstances appear white,
That's weird.
it's possible that he or she has retinoblastoma,
What
a
is
rare
that?
form of childhood cancer.
Oh,
The
what?
good news is that if caught early enough, it's easily treated with a good outcome.
Oh my god.
And funky photos certainly don't always
Dude,
indicate
I
the
should
presence of
go ahead and look
retinoblastoma.
at if I have
But
that.
such pictures, plus eye pain and actual eye redness in a child, indicate that it's time for a doctor's visit for safety's sake.
Yeah.
Number 4. Under attack.
Ooh.
The best way to avoid assaults by either individuals or groups is to stay away from situations that leave you isolated or exposed.
That's true.
But when that fails, learn to defend yourself using techniques like attacking, protecting exposed body parts with weapons such as fingers,
Yeah.
teeth, and even
And
your
work
head.
out, guys.
Taking formal defense classes in advance of potential trouble is a great way to make sure that you don't end up becoming your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Number 3. Stuck in a riptide.
Ooh, yes, that's
Body surfing is great fun, until, of course, you're being dragged out to sea. To escape a riptide, first realize that
Look
this
at that
actually
picture.
isn't happening. Don't panic, which can lead to
Don't
exhaustion
panic. That's
and drowning.
smart.
If possible, try to swim
Genius.
against the riptide, actually a current, by swimming perpendicular to it. They're only 20 to 100
Perpendicular.
feet wide, until you're free of it.
Yeah.
Then swim at an angle back to shore.
An
If
angle
you
back
can't,
to shore.
float on your back and signal for help.
That's smart.
Number
An
2.
angle back to shore.
Stab wounds.
Oh.
Amazingly, it's
stab
possible,
wounds
due
are
to
bad,
adrenaline and
bro.
shock, to feel fine after a stabbing attack.
No way.
Unfortunately, you're not, and time is of the
What?
essence. Apply clean cloths and pressure to any wounds that you can find, and seek immediate medical attention.
You feel
If a knife or any
you
other
barely
object is
feel
embedded
it?
anywhere in the body, do not remove it without medical assistance, as taking it out could cause the wound to bleed even more.
That is so
Number
bad.
1. Sinking car. Your car detoured into a lake, and it's not exactly waterproof? You have
Yeah.
1 minute to get out.
1
so
minute.
don't waste time just yet calling 911. Unbuckle your seatbelt.
Okay.
Do not try to open the car door.
Yeah.
Instead, immediately roll down or break your car windows and climb out of them. Is it true that once the car has completely submerged, water pressure will have equalized, and you'll simply be able to open the car door and swim away? Yes, but because most people will have drowned at that point.
Exactly.
Getting car windows open and people out of them before water fills the car needs to be your focus.
Yeah. I definitely think those tips are gonna come in handy. I'm gonna watch this again though. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day and peace.